Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Pillow Talk Live. It is your girl, your sister, your cousin, your friend. It is your girl, Chandra Legree in the building. Welcome, you guys. What's going on? Welcome to Kyla Johnson. Welcome to the show. I know everything looks totally, completely different than what you guys are used to at Pillow Talk Live, but because of the pandemic, we had to shut up shop. We couldn't have the production company in the building. Um, Actually, I went through two companies, but we couldn't have anybody in the building. So I had to come on in and do it the way I do it. Hello, Brother Rick. How are you? I'm glad I can see them comments here, so I have to look at the bottom. But Pillow Talk Live is back, y'all. I'm in the building. I'm here for it. We're uncensored, uncut, and we are raw, y'all. So excuse the way we look, but when this pandemic is over, we'll get back to the set. We're gonna have a real nice set built. So once we get back to things a little bit more normal, we'll be back to that. But I didn't want to prolong and keep doing rerun shows. So I said, let me just come on back this way. However, I can come back long as I'm back, right? So I'm here for it, y'all. I hope y'all here for it. I'm gonna read the comments. I can see them real good right now. Hey, Sister Alicia, Prophetess Alicia. I'm here for it, y'all. Hopefully some of my TikTok fam is gonna be over on today, sharing and watching here on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. So thank you guys, everybody, for being here tonight. So, but we got to pay some bills. We got to pay some bills. We got to pay, give honor to who honor is due. So before we go any further, y'all, let's go ahead and do what we do here on Pillow Talk. Let's go ahead and throw up that scripture for the day. Let me find it. Here we go. We got that scripture up for the day. It says, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Once again, be joyful in hope, faithful in affliction. Patient in affliction and faithful in prayer. Romans 12:12. That is the scripture, y'all, for the day. For us, that's the scripture for the day. And it's self-explanatory, pretty much. It don't take a rocket scientist to break that down. Let me read it again. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to put it back up there. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and y'all, I'm just screwing it all up. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction. And then this time we're going through, a lot of people are going through affliction during this pandemic, and there's all sort of afflictions, whether it's financial and health, whatever it is, family affliction, marriage, children, it's an affliction. Be patient in that affliction. Faithful in prayer. If you're faithful in prayer during this time, it's building character. It's building stamina. It's building your prayer legs to be able to stand up under the fire and affliction and the fiery darts right now. So build up your muscles in prayer right now during this time. So that is the word, Romans 12:12. You can read it for yourself. Boom, there you go. So y'all know we usually do news travels. We do feeds, which is what's going on around town here in Atlanta. We do yummy delights, which is food, all that. So I decided today that I'm gonna do it a little backwards, do it a little different. I'm gonna do some yummy delights first, okay? We're gonna do that first. So let me just jump to it. Let me give y'all my little clip of what I'm gonna talk about, what I'm gonna chew on real quick. All right, y'all. So that's my little yummy delights. So let me get into this Popeyes sandwich. Okay, y'all know last year it was a big craze where, people were really pretty much, oh, y'all see my hair? I'm trying the new blonde, y'all. I'm trying some blonde today. Y'all know y'all don't see me, people that know me and see me wear many wigs, but blonde was just not one of my things. But I had a friend, her name's Kyla Morris, said, you know what, you can do it. So I'm trying. What y'all think out there in Pillow Talk Nation? What y'all think about this blonde hair? Since I'm at home, I could try and play around with anything. But anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comments, what y'all think about this hair. Hey to Kyla, that's one of my TikTok fams is on here, y'all. Say hey to her, y'all. Show her some love over here. Show her some love. Yeah, she said blondes have more fun. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna keep playing around with it. To Kyla, I'm gonna keep playing around with it. Okay, so y'all saw the clip I just showed y'all from Popeye. So let's get into it. Well, y'all know it was a big craze last year. about this Popeye's chicken sandwich and how everybody was, it just really started out really good and strong, then it kind of went bad. People started getting hurt and just doing all kind of stuff for the sandwich, right? And so I didn't try it. I didn't try it. And I'm not a Popeye's fan. Not at all. Not at all. I don't like the chicken. It's not that it's not cooked good. It's just not my taste, okay? It's just not my taste. So I never tried it. I never bought into the whole get there and get the sandwich and running and doing all the crazy stuff. I never did. Thank you, Takala. Thank you, Alicia. I never got into the craze. I wouldn't even drive past Popeyes. I was just so defiant and anti-Popeyes when all this was going on. So, when the pandemic hit, it shut everything down. And then when things started opening back up, I started seeing, them talking about the sandwich and doing all this and that again. Therefore, for me, I'm still like, not doing it. I ain't going for it. I'm not a Popeyes person. Only thing I like from Popeyes, which I really like, is the red beans and rice, right? So if I went to Popeyes, it would be because of that. But my husband used to always went, so he would bring me some back. Well, about a month ago, I had an appointment up the street from my house, and they just put a Popeyes up there. Okay, so I still didn't think nothing. I passed it several times, not thinking. Well, one day, you guys, I was not feeling well, and I needed to get something to eat really quick. So I said, oh, God, okay, the closest thing I'm to is Popeyes. I got to get something before I get sick. So, y'all, let me just show this little shout out. This lip gloss is from a 14-year-old, has her own line called No Drama Cosmetics. And she sent me this stuff to promote for her, No Drama Cosmetics. So I'm going to promote this on the show. She sent me a nice little goodie package. So I appreciate her for that, 14-year-old entrepreneur. And the lip gloss she uses, aloe vera, is the bomb. All right. So y'all ain't never seen me do lip gloss on the show. This is a different year. So I was there. And I stopped and I said, okay, I have to get something to eat. Y'all share this too. Make sure y'all share this while we on here. Come on, Facebook. Y'all got to come on up. TikTok, they out doing y'all. They be showing the sisters love and sharing. So y'all got to share. So I stopped by there to get something. So I said I was just going to get some red beans and rice to keep it moving. Because I'm trying to be defiant about this sandwich. I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. So I felt that the red beans and rice wasn't going to be enough, right? I said, because I'm feeling real bad. So I pulled up. I don't do spicy. Everybody that knows me, I don't do spicy. I barely do pepper. I don't do spicy, period, anything. So I thought they had a classic chicken sandwich. I said, okay, I need something a little bit more substance. So I'm going to grab this chicken sandwich, right? So as I got there and I ordered it and whatnot, I ordered the sandwich, got the sandwich. It's in the car. I said, okay, pray over the sandwich and thank you, Lord. I'm going to try this sandwich, right? So, y'all look. Look at this face. Let me fix this hair because it's crinkling up. A month later, and 6 sandwiches in. Y'all hear what I said? A month later, and 6 sandwiches in. Y'all look at here. I still don't like Popeye's other chicken. But I had 6 of them sandwiches in a month, the classic chicken sandwich. So I owe Popeyes an apology. I am so sorry because I don't know about the spicy one, but that classic, oh yeah, you put 20s on that 10. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm glad I didn't get caught up in the craze though, because like I said, I done had 6 of them in a month. So I'm glad I didn't. Y'all can see it in my face, can't you? I'm glad I did not get caught up into that sandwich frenzy. But I'm telling you, if you haven't had that classic, Popeyes, I need some endorsement behind this. If you have not had that classic chicken sandwich, y'all better go get it. If you don't like hot, get into it. It is, man, you talking about crunch, got a crunch on it. And that pickle, I haven't had a pickle since I was a kid, y'all. A kid. When I say that pickle got some bite, man, listen. I got to go put myself on restriction now because I just had 2 the other day. That's bad. Something I was so against. Now I'm just like stuck. I'm stuck like Chuck, as we used to say when I was a kid. I'm stuck, y'all. They didn't mess me up with that sandwich. I'm glad I didn't get caught up in the craze because now I'm caught up. Oh my goodness. Y'all pray for me because I'm caught up on that. That sandwich just got me. Y'all pray for me. So that's my little yummy delights today, y'all. About that Popeye's chicken sandwich. It is good. It's yeah, it's better than what I thought it was. You know, I was defiant against it. I was all against it, but I'm for the original. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's move right along. We're gonna go into our news travels. This is one thing I want to put up, you guys, because this is something I think is very, very important. We'll get back to some other yummy delights. This is something I feel is very, very, very important for us as people of color, people, whatever your color is, whatever your race is, and your ethnicity and your background. It is important, 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 important to get out and vote here in Georgia for the Senate race on the 2nd or 5th of January. But it's important, you guys. It is important. It is important. It's important to get out and vote. We have to vote. We have to get out and vote, y'all. Hold on now. It's important for us to get out and vote. Now, here's the thing. We came out in groves. We came out in groves when it was time to vote for the election. Y'all make sure y'all share. I don't know what that means, crink, crink. I don't know what that means, but somebody explain what that comment is, but I ain't gonna worry about it right now. But how we came out in groves to vote for the election, if you're in Georgia, we got to do the same thing because every vote counts. Right now, you guys, I say in the last leg of the race when it comes to this election and putting this whole White House together, a new administration, all that. We have to come out and vote in this hour here in Georgia. Come out and vote. If you know someone that says they're not going to vote, impress on them how important it is to vote. Impress on them how important and urgent that it is to vote. And they need to vote, okay? You guys, make sure you share this broadcast. Share, share, share. Stress how important that it is to vote right now, because we need to see a change in the administration from some of the things that have happened that didn't go favorably for this country, for the United States in the last 4 years. You know, and I'm not putting any bad karma out there towards the administration that's leaving, but we need some things, some change, some things to be done differently. So please make sure people that are in Atlanta, in Georgia, get out and vote. Get out and make sure that you vote. That's our reasonable service, our due diligence. Make sure we vote, okay? So let me take a sip. I wish we had all the fancy frills like I usually do, but this is okay. I hope this is good with y'all. And make sure y'all share. Y'all share over here on YouTube and Periscope and Facebook. Y'all share. Because I'm your girl about town here in the GA. What you be wanting to hear and know, I got it for you. All right, guys. So I saw this post. I'm going to share some things I saw with you guys on TikTok. And it made me really think. It really made me think about the question that was posed. So I had to cut the end of it off because it was a little cussing on there, but you guys will get the gist of it. So check this out.
So you're telling me in 40 years of research, there is no vaccine for HIV. There's been 100 years of research for cancer, no vaccine. There's ongoing research still for the common cold, no vaccine. Yet in 1 year, we've developed a vaccine for COVID-19, and you want me to...
All right, guys. So y'all know the gist of what he was about to say. So when I saw that, it really got me to thinking. That makes a lot of sense. 30, 40 years, there's no vaccine for HIV or AIDS. There's no cure vaccine for the flu. They have a flu shot, but there's no cure for it. They have no cure shot for cancer. But in 1 year's time, really less than a year, a little shy of a year, you come up with a vaccine for COVID-19. And that puzzles me deeply because the scientists have been at work hard, so to speak. They've been at work hard all these years, you guys, for a vaccine for HIV, for AIDS, for a vaccine to eradicate the flu, cancer. But how can you come up with a vaccine to get rid of COVID-19 in less than a year, but you haven't been able to come up with a vaccine for the others? That's puzzling to me. And it's very alarming to me. It's very unnerving to me. I'm not for sure how I feel about that. Or as far as taking that, I'm not so keen on that. And I'm sure I'll probably get some pushback from this, but I'm not too keen about this. Because if you think about it, all these years you haven't come up with shots that would eradicate these other things that we've been, even lupus. Let's just throw lupus in there. Even lupus. You haven't found a cure for any of those diseases. But how could you come up with a cure for something that you really know nothing about? But you know about AIDS and HIV for years now, 30, 40 years. You've been knowing about cancer longer than that. You've been knowing about the flu since the Spanish flu longer than that, 100 years. And you have not seemed to master a vaccine for them. But how could you master a vaccine less than a year for COVID-19, something you really know nothing about, but you know about cancer, you know about HIV, you know about AIDS, you know about the flu, because you've had years and years and years and years and years of research on this, and you still have not came up with a vaccine to make the people immune to it, or you know what I'm saying? So how could I trust you to come up with a vaccine for a virus you really still don't know anything about? You're still studying. You're still learning the mechanism of it, how it works, how the molecules or whatever you want, whatever is in it works, and how could you trust that? Let me ask you guys a question. I'm reading the comments now. I'm better at it than I used to be, y'all. How could you trust that? What do you say, Rick? How can you trust that? What is your take on this vaccine versus all the history of the other things that have happened in this country that they have not seemed to have got a hold of or a vaccine for? How could you reason yourself in taking the COVID-19 vaccine? Now, here's the thing. I'm not telling anybody out there not to take it. It's your choice. Whatever you choose to do is your choice. But my question is, how does that make sense? Can you make it make sense for me? Can you make it make sense for me? If you can help me to understand and make it make sense for me, then maybe I'll have something to think about. But right now, it don't make sense to me. I just can't rationalize it. I can't. Since Alicia said she don't trust it and her family's not taking it. I agree with you. I agree with that. It don't feel right. It feels rushed, something put together, thrown together, and they see a little signs of that it's working. So, a little bit of working is better than no working. So we're going to go with that. I don't think I want to be a guinea pig. I don't think if my mother was alive and my father was alive, or some of my, older aunts that are still alive, I don't think I would want to trust that, because they said they were going to try it in older people, nursing homes first. I don't think I would want to guinea pig them. I don't think I would want to guinea pig them. No. I agree with you, Alicia. I can't see me and my family. Now, here's the thing. It's so funny how you and your family can be a little divided, because my husband, he thinks it's a good thing and he thinks he wants to take it. And I'm not going to go against his wishes, and he's not going to go against mine. I don't want to take it. So I'm just going to pray over both of the choices. I'm not going to let it divide my family. We'll just pray over it, because he feels comfortable with doing it and I don't. My kids don't. Well, my oldest daughter, I think she does, but two of my kids don't. I don't. Okay, Rick, listen. Say that I'm gonna read his comment, because he's 100% right. Not to be too deep, but yes, you can be deep. You have to think about the agenda. There's agenda that's behind the scene. Listen, that's the whole point I'm trying to make. How will you not come up with a vaccine for AIDS, HIV, cancer, flu, Ebola? But you can come up with a vaccine for a new disease that you've never dealt with, never been here before, didn't know anything about, but you can come up with a vaccine for it. What is the agenda? I think, and this is me, y'all. Don't take it as spiritually from the Father, none of that. This is just me talking, y'all. My family, my Pillow Talk Live Nation. It's just me talking to y'all. I just think it's going to be some devastation even more when people start getting this shot because they really don't know exactly what all it's going to do. They have to see. I think they're using test subjects right now, but they're not giving us any report on how the people are really doing after they've gotten it. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sip my tea on this one right here. I'm gonna sip tea on that because I'm gonna let that brew. Like Hebrews, I'm gonna let that brew. I'm gonna do my Wendy Williams on them. I'm gonna let that brew because I'm not sure about that. I don't know what the side effects are. None of us do. And like I said, they're using people that have volunteered to do it, but nobody's reporting how they're feeling or what they're dealing with or what they're going through. Now, I don't see any reports behind it, so I don't know. I'm gonna sit it out. I'm gonna wait it out. I have to wait it out. I can't just jump out there. I can't. Satan has always tried to be clever at what he does. So with the overall the agenda, why wouldn't he go? Yeah, he would go this route. He would. The devil will go any route he can go to get accomplished what he wants to get accomplished. All right, we got Nina Robinson chiming in. Regardless, we got a lot. Oh, hey, brother Jesse Sanders, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. He said to him, it's just a vaccine, not a cure, just like the flu, but I wouldn't take the COVID vaccine they came up with this fast. I agree. Not this fast. I just got over COVID, and the doctor told me that I did not have to take another test because now my body has built up antibodies that will now fight it off. So why would I take a vaccine that I don't know anything about? Too shady. I agree with that. I agree with Brother Rick. Nina says, regardless, AIDS and cancer, that's one of the biggest money makers in the U.S. and the people at the top profit off of it. No cure, no money. And when it comes to COVID vaccine, it's all a part of a new world agenda that's in place. I agree with all y'all. I agree with all of it. I do. And I'm like, Brother Jesse, his body's built up antibodies to fight for itself. So what happened was, pretty much, I'm sure, if I'm right, Brother Jesse, let me know, when you got it, your body found a way to fight it. It might took you some days, but it found a way to fight it. And your body came up with its own fighting mechanism to fight it off and win. So now that your body has been trained to know what that virus is, if that virus tries to attack your body again, your body already has the antibodies or the muscles to fight it off. Am I correct? You have the antibodies, the muscle, you know what I'm saying, to fight this thing off now, because now your body knows what it is. Before, your body didn't know what it was. Now it knows. It can't sneak attack your body anymore. And that's pretty much with anybody. He said exactly. That's with anybody that's overcame it. Their body didn't know what it was fighting first. It was a foreign period entity. But once the body found out, it's just like what? I don't know, a computer, a virus, once you got a computer and it's working just fine, then you get some malware put in there or spyware, whatever it is, and it starts to glitch and mess up, then you got to get what? Antivirus, and put it in there to stop that malware. So your body kind of did the same thing. It made its own antivirus or antibodies to thwart the virus. So if your body, God made our bodies to be resilient, to repair themselves, right? We got to do the necessary steps, rest and do all that, which I'm sure you did, Jesse. Rest to build up your immune system to fight. So if your body can build up its own antibodies, why jump out there like that and get the shot, the vaccine? I don't think it makes sense. And I don't think it makes sense either, like you said, Brother Jesse, for you to get it. You already built up antibodies to fight now. Your body, it's its own barrier, its own protector. Once it knows what it's fighting, then it can fight correctly. So now that your body knows what it was fighting, it knows how to fight it, eradicate it, done with it. So yeah, I'm not gonna step out there too fast, and I'm gonna sit back and watch on that. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray because I don't want to see people get this thing and it go horribly wrong, and it goes horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. So all we can do on that one is sit back, watch, and pray about it. Okay. So I don't know. That's my take on that, you guys. So let's break it up a little bit. You know, y'all know I don't like to go too deep in news without breaking it up. So what do you guys? I'm gonna go back to the politics. What do you guys think about this right here? Warnock and is that Loeffler? Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock. Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock. I say once again, vote, vote, get out and vote. Do your due diligence and get out and vote. You know who you're voting for. It's not for me to know. It's not my business. It's your choice. It's personal. You know who you're voting for. Here in Georgia, do it. Make sure your vote counts. If you want to see change, we have to be the change. We have to go out and make the change. And making the change in this case is to go out and vote. We did it once. We did it already for the election. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh, yeah, the virus is definitely man-made. Yes, man-made, for sure. Man-made, and then the cure is man-made. So, I don't know about that. Y'all ain't gonna let me get off that vaccine, huh? But yeah, all of it's man-made. Is man geared the vaccine? Wuhan, China. I talked about that before when the pandemic first hit. I was still doing the show in March, and I talked about that. If you go back and look at some of the shows in March, I was talking about where they said came Wuhan, China. I haven't forgot. It was orchestrated there, and now man has to turn around and try to clean up their mess. But is it a mess they're cleaning up, or is there a big agenda behind the mess they made? Is there a bigger agenda behind the mess they made, or are they trying to clean up the mess they made? That's the question. It's what you believe, your take. It's your take. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This has been the strangest year, I think, of any of our lives. As long as I've been living, this has been the strangest year of my life. And anybody that's in my age group or, you know, a little younger, or this whole era, this has been a strange year. This has been a year of a lot of agendas that were not good, that were being revealed. Stuff that was hidden in the dark has definitely came out to the light this year. And from the top all the way down to the bottom, it has been a lot of hidden agendas that came out. Some not great, some not great. Some were not great. And it's sad that this country that we live in is supposed to be the land of the free, the home of the brave. It was almost, what pretty much was a like an exile or captive situation this year. We all just felt captive, hostage, in jail, ensnared this year. Physically. Now, spiritually, being in tune with God, it didn't faze me like that. And I'm sure a lot of people didn't faze like that, to be on a shutdown, lockdown. I was cool with it. But we've never seen our freedoms, so to speak, taken away. When we're told we can't leave our house and we can't go anywhere but to the store or to get medicine. Couldn't do anything. Yeah, we couldn't do anything. We couldn't do anything. We were living in a actual, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. I'm saying, captive. We weren't exiled. We was just captive against our own will. Held captive against our own will because of a virus that was released in this atmosphere as a weapon. Those are, I'm sorry. I just feel like it was a weapon of warfare. I do. And then it's called biological weapon. That's my thought now. That's my take on it. That's Pillow Talk Live, uncensored here. That's my take on it. That's how I feel about it. So y'all take it how you want. But like I said, this go around, we uncensored. We're going to keep it real. That's my take. We just went into straight warfare in a way that we didn't think. We were thinking military, fighting overseas with different countries. No, we've been a whole different warfare right here in this country. Straight up warfare. Is it biological warfare? We've been under attack, for real. Under attack. So, I don't know, y'all. We're going to sit back and we're going to see what it's going to be. All right, in other news, as we travel, I want us to keep Natalie Reed's family lifted in prayer because she lost her battle with colon cancer. I believe it was yesterday. She lost her battle with colon cancer on the 7th. You all may know her from the movie Babs. She played in Eve, the sitcom Eve. She did a few different movies that she was in, but a great actress, comedian, very funny, hilarious. And she fought this thing all year long because they said she was diagnosed earlier this year. So I'm thinking around the time, Mr. Chadwick Boseman was leaving, she was getting diagnosed with the same thing, colon cancer. And she fought it silently, not in the media. No one in her family talked about it. They didn't come out live about it. You didn't hear anything about it. She fought her battle silently, not in front of the cameras, not for anybody to, for sympathy, but she fought her battle in silence. And she won. She lost the battle on this side. And I pray in my heart of hearts, she was a child of the King, which I believe she was. She won on the other side, even though she lost the fight on this side. But she won on the other side. That makes sense to y'all. She gave up this house of clay over here for a better house over there. So keep her family. Keep her family. Very funny. Oh my God. Y'all, it make me want to go watch Baps all over again. Yes, he did. He did the same thing. And he knew for 4 years or something like that. He battled from 2016. He battled in silence and did all those movies. But what, 10 movies? A lot of movies, 11 movies. And she did the same thing. That's strength, though. Sometimes in that kind of silence, that kind of fight, when you got your close circle praying for you, and you fight like that, that's a different kind of strength right there, y'all. That's a different kind of strength. Man, that's a deep strength. That's a godly strength right there. When you can fight in silence like that. So keep her family, the Reed family, lifted up in prayer. And I got one more person, you guys. So Miss Shirley Williams, the legendary talk show host, radio host, announcer, Wendy Williams, her mother passed away as well. So let's keep the Williams family, entire family as well, lifted up in prayer. Her mom passed on to the other side as well. So let's keep them also lifted up in prayer. This has been a year, like I said, like never before. I mean, we've seen more people, or we've heard, not seen, we've heard more people that have passed away in this year than I think I've ever heard. And maybe it's because of social media that we know more now than we did before. Because, back in the day, 30 years ago, we wouldn't have heard of all these people, passing away, unless they were really famous like these people. But just look at all the ordinary people, that are not famous that have passed on from COVID and heart attacks and all that stuff, complications of COVID this year, more than we have heard. I think we've had more cancer deaths, heart attacks with this COVID than I think we've ever had, y'all, that I've ever heard. Had a friend that passed away, the 2 friends that passed away when this year came in, heart attacks, 50 and 51. Then I had another friend passed away about a month ago in his 50s, heart attacks. No health problems, none of them. None of them had no health issues. Heart attack. That was it. And every time, my friend of mine was just telling me that her friend dropped dead of a heart attack yesterday. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, God is just taking his number. He's taking that sickle through, y'all. Make sure you got it right. Make sure you have a relationship with him, because you just never know. You just don't know. all I can say is we all have to pray to be ready, but you just don't know. You don't know. So I don't know. This year has been a strange kind of change. Hmm. So, guys, let's be in prayer. Be in prayer. Be in prayer. Not only of the ones that have gone on, but all of us that still remain. Let's pray for one another. You pray for me. I pray for you. We're all important. We're part of one body. Let's pray for each other during this time that we're living in. All right, guys. So I don't know about y'all, but I have gained a little sweet tooth during this pandemic. And I have never been a sweets person. That was never my thing. I know y'all see me tapping on the screen. I've never been a big sweets person. My biggest sweets was gum or peppermint. Those are my things. Gum and peppermint. Oh, and coffee. Coffee is my sweets. That's my cake, my ice cream. That's all that. Coffee. That's my thing, right? Well, I had one special treat that I really would eat. That's sweet. It's a cream puff. And it's from Tokyo. It's they originated in Japan, overseas in Asia, and it's called beer papas. And it's a cream puff filled with this delectable, scrumptious, just cream filling. And mind you, for me to eat anything with cream in it, I don't do that kind of stuff with gushy stuff stuffed in stuff. I don't even do jelly donuts now. I don't do jelly donuts. But this has a delectable cream on the inside of it, y'all. And yes, it's called beer papas. And it's from Tokyo, Japan, y'all. Look at here. And they have it in different varieties. It is amazing. It is awesome. It is crunchy on the outside, y'all. Here's the thing about it. It's very crunchy on the outside. Okay? It's crunchy on the outside. It's crunchy on the outside. They like cook it to it back to yummy delights, y'all. They cook it to a crisp on the outside, almost like that Popeye's chicken. It's like crispy on the outside, and it's glazed in honey, and it has the cream on the inside. I said it's amazing, amazing. It's called beer papas, and they have them in Georgia now. They have them in Atlanta, not too far from me, and I've been several times. These things right here will make you do wrong when you want to do right. When I say it's called beer papas, y'all, you have to go. You can't buy just one. You got to at least buy 3 of them, because when you eat one, you're going to want another and another, and a sister and a brother. You hear me? They will make you do wrong when you want to do right. And it's a cream puff, but it's the honey glazed one. Get the honey glazed. Beer papas. They have one in Roswell. They have one in Alpharetta. Just Google it. Look it up. Beer papas. When I say, girl, it'll make you do wrong when you want to do right. You have to be like, because, man, I could eat about 600. I know y'all see all this fullness going on here. That's from just sitting up in the house doing stuff, eating stuff I ain't had no business. Oh, my goodness. Listen, when this pandemic hit, y'all, I was doing good. I dropped 10 pounds in the beginning. I just went straight vegan, and I was eating all the vegan stuff and no meat and stopped the sugar. And I would drink soda, but I would get the 0 calorie, and I was just doing good. Y'all dropped down by 10, 15 pounds. I was like, man, then June came my birthday. Started picking at the meat, sweets. I'm like, I'm 10 pounds up. Like, but that's okay. I'm gonna say, for once in my life, I have enjoyed the pounds that I gained this time around. I have enjoyed these 10 pounds. Ate them up real good. Chewed on them real good. And Popeyes just helped too. We'll put it like this. They ain't doing no better by me getting started with them Popeyes chicken sandwiches. So this 10 pounds I done put on, I earned this 10, y'all. This 10, yes. It felt good going down. This 10 pounds. It was delicious going down. So I enjoyed every 10 pounds of this that I put back on. And I'm happy about it, okay? Be happy in the skin that you're in. And I'm happy in the skin I'm in and this new wig I'm playing in, y'all. Y'all must know that when this is over, it's going back in the bag. It's going back in the bag. Yes, it is. So I know we got a little bit more time left, about 20 minutes, y'all. I want to hear you guys' comments. Have you guys missed Pillow Talk Live? Are you guys glad to see me back? Are y'all sharing? Is anybody sharing? I see 2 people on here with me. Come on, Facebook. Don't let TikTok and YouTube outdo y'all over here. Don't let them outdo y'all, because they've been outdoing y'all over there on TikTok, y'all. They done took me from y'all. They love me over there on TikTok, y'all. I'll be over there having fun. I just loving it, doing lives too. Y'all better come on up. Don't let Pillow Talk move to TikTok completely. So y'all make sure y'all share now with your girl. You know I've been here for y'all. What? I'm going on 2 years in January 7th. Yeah, 2-year anniversary. We've been at it, even though we did a lot of reruns this year. Still count. No takebacks. It still count. So I'm glad to be able to come back. You know, healthy. You know, I fight. It's a daily fight, but I'm grateful to God that Pillow Talk is still thriving, alive, kicking and going. We're doing it a different way for right now, but like I said, once this thing flies over, you guys, got some amazing things in the works. I have a whole set built. We'll have the excuse me, you guys. We have a great production team that's going to come in. It's going to be amazing. We got some things on the works, on the rise, cooking up. You guys got to stay tuned, and y'all just pray my strength in every move that God is making for Pillow Talk Live and for the Legree family. Y'all pray my strength, pray our strength, as you know, God widens doors and open up gates. You know, let's go past the door, opens up gates, you know, that we are going to embark on. So y'all just pray my strength, my spiritual strength, my natural strength, all of that. So I'm grateful to God that during this pandemic, myself, my family, people that I know have really held on to God's unchanging hand. I have watched God bless tremendously. A lot of people got blessed in the midst of the storm, in the midst of this, I'm gonna call it a type of exodus from things we used to do that we shouldn't be doing anymore, and things God's been saying, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. And things that have held us hostage and kept us down and kept their foot on our neck, their knee, you know, on our neck. The exodus from a lot of those things, I've watched how God has blessed the children of Israel in the midst of this exodus from the old era. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, this is a new era. That old era is gone. We're not going back to anything as usual. That's over. Yes, sis. Brother Rick, we're not going, y'all, excuse me, because this, y'all know I don't do no hair this long, and this is really getting on my nerves, but I'm doing it for y'all, okay? We're going to do it for the vine. I guess ain't no vine no more. Y'all know I got to be silly, but there is no old era coming back. There is no the way it used to be. There is nothing the way it used to be. Working, churching, nothing is the way. Even shopping is mostly online now. Nothing is going back to usual. Because when God when God brings about a shift and a change, it can't go back. And if you go back, like the children of Israel wanted to go back and start doing stuff they shouldn't have done, you know, making idols to get back that old feeling, that old used to be, that old way of working, the old way of making money, the old way of church, and trying to get that back by making those idols from the past. Some didn't make it. So there is no back to what it used to be, y'all. There is no back to what it used to be. So my thing is to tell you, go forward with God. Don't try to go back and hold on to God, because he's not back in that era. He's not back in November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April, March, February, January. 2019. Ain't no going back to that. He ain't gonna be back there with you. And if you go back to that, you're liable to get hurt back there because he's not back. Go forward. Go forward. Move forward. Didn't the time just move forward? No, we didn't fall back. What do we do? Fall back? Spring forward. Okay, we fell back. So the time fell back. Let that be the only thing that go back. Let the time be the only thing that go back. You go forward. We cannot go back because what God has for you is forward, not behind you. Because you're going to try to go back to churching as usual, working as usual. It's not going to work because God requires a higher praise. God is requiring us to come up another level. I know this is Pillow Talk Live, but you know what? When I feel the spirit come in, it don't matter where I'm at, Pillow Talk Live or just on my regular page, it's got to come through. God is requiring us to come up higher, because we've been operating down here in this realm for too long. God is requiring us as his children to come up higher. And if we come up higher, we can see clearer on how to move, how to operate, what to do. But we can't operate here with a here mentality. So we got to take the mentality of here and bring it to the mentality of here. To get what's in front of you, to get what God has for you, you got to keep moving towards it. I can't grab what you have in your hand in front of me if I'm back here, reaching back. I got to move towards you to get what you got, right? I got to move towards you to get what's in your hand. I got to move towards you to get the assignment you're trying to give me. So you got to move forward. That's right. You don't want to be Lot's wife. I'm not going to be Lot's wife. Nothing. I ain't even going to be related. I don't know her like that. I don't know her family. Brother, I don't know them people. No. We got to move forward, y'all. Stop thinking of a business as usual. Anything is usual. Nothing is usual anymore. Nothing is usual anymore. Nothing. So you got to think out of the box now. You got to think unusual, extraordinary. Impossible. What it looks impossible in this earth realm is possible with God. You got to look at impossibilities differently now. You got to look at everything differently with a different lens, a different eye, different color. Everything, you got to look at everything totally different. You can't look in the same lenses. Even I know that. I had to get new glasses. Okay? Look at that. I can't see up close for the moment. I had to get new glasses. See that? They kind of fired, huh, y'all? I had to get new glasses. Why? Because I couldn't see in my old lenses. I couldn't see. So I had to get new lenses to get clear vision. Old lenses. I'm just saying. Let's just say that's just me over here. Over here in my chair with my cup of tea. I'm just saying, y'all. So you know what? I'm gonna give y'all a moment. I usually do this, but I never would read the comments before because it was kind of hard. But I'm gonna read the comments now. Anybody got anything they want to say about anything? We uncensored. It ain't even got to be about the topic I was talking about. Whatever you want to bring up, we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna read the comments. Anybody got anything they want to say or want to talk about or want me to bring up? Just drop it in the comment section. We're gonna bite. We're gonna get into it. Don't be scared, y'all. Can't nobody see you. I can see your comments. Everybody can see your comments, but can't nobody see you. Y'all look like I ain't got nobody on here but Facebook family. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all showed up. Y'all showed TikTok. My TikTok family that y'all gonna be outdone. But I hope some of y'all still on here. I'm not gonna be on much longer, as we used to say in church. I'm not gonna be before you long. We got 1 hour of power. Y'all gotta stick here with me for 1 hour of power, okay? This Pillow Talk Live, well, we do it like we do it. And this time around, we ain't no holds barred, y'all. No holds barred. We ain't holding back nothing. Okay? So I'm gonna ask this. Just like any other talk show host, we chew the fat. Whether it be Christian or secular, we get into it. How y'all feeling about our current president fighting to stay in the White House when our president-elect is fighting to get in the White House. What say you? What say you about this? I don't understand. Well, I guess I do understand. But what say you about this non-peaceful transfer of power right now? What say you? Y'all scared? Y'all scared Facebook gonna censor y'all if y'all say something in the comments? You gotta be bold. You gotta stand for something to fall for anything. What say you about the current administration fighting to stay in and the elect administration fighting to get in? What say you? I don't see no comments. Y'all scared. I thought y'all were Pillow Talk Nation over here that wasn't scared to say anything. What do y'all think about what's going on with the White House? We've never seen anything like it. Never. I don't think we ever will. I think it's one of those times that's like in the Bible where God talks about this is going to happen. It had never happened before, and it happened now, but it will never happen again. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think we'll ever see anything like this ever again, but what say y'all about it? Do you all think, I don't know who you voted for, and that's your business, not mine. Do you think that it's rightfully so that he fight to stay in, that he was the rightful winner? Or do you think he should just concede and take it like a man and go on out the door? What you think? What you think? You need to go take it on chin and walk out the door, or just fight? Because some fights are worth fighting for if you really feel like you rightfully won. Right. Do you think, I don't know, what y'all think? What y'all think? It's something. It's definitely something new that's never been seen before. One fighting to stay in and one fighting to get in. Ain't that something? One fighting to stay in the house and another one fighting to get in the house. That sounds like kids to me. You know, like when you and your siblings were fighting when you were growing up, one lock you out the house and I ain't letting you in the door. He fighting to stay in the house and you fighting to get in the house. Never seen nothing like it before. I agree. It's you know what, to me, it takes a bigger person to walk away and say, I lost this round. Oh well, I fought my best fight. I gave him my best shot. And apparently I'm not the better man or woman for this job. I gave him my all. That is a graceful loser, rather. But the president that we have right now, I don't think he understands that word. Being a graceful loser, I don't think he understands that. It's okay to fight the good fight. You ain't gonna win every fight. But the thing is, keep fighting. I get it. He fought. He's fought and fought and fought and fought to all the results that came in several times over. It's okay now. Just walk away. Throw your hands up. It's okay. You fought your best fight. You fought to the end. Now the end has come. Be a humble host and say, hey, come on in the door. You got it. He says, Rick says, in my opinion, I believe that the seat of the president has always, I do too, always been selected. All we are doing is seeing how it's playing out. Both parties are being used as puppets to distract what's really going on. And there's a mouthful. And I agree with that. I believe they're lined up. They have, this person, your turn is next in 4 years. Your turn is next after that in 4 years. Your turn is next after that in 4 years. I believe at the end of the day, they really get in there who they want. And I think with the current administration as well, I think they just kind of got tired of the outright shenanigans and the blatant disrespect for his own party. I don't think if he hadn't disrespected his own party as bad as he did, I think it'd have been more of a fight. It would have been more of a fight than they put up with. I think they'd have fought harder than they did. But I think because he started to embarrass and shame and disrespect his party openly, blatantly on TV, he didn't care. I think they got tired, and they got tired of being embarrassed, and I think they got tired of looking like fools by the person that they were supporting, that they were saying was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And as Trump said himself, he feels like he's did more for the people, specifically Black people, than Jesus. He said he feels he did more for African American people than Jesus. Died on the cross, rose in 3 days. But you did more for African American than Jesus. Died on the cross, rose in 3 days, saved all colors, nations, and people. But that's just me. That's just me. It's just me. I think the scale on that, greatly lackluster. Okay? Y'all can see my hands. Jesus, cross, rising, saving the globe, the nation, every generation to come after the generation that was alive when he died, versus what you said you did. Well, I think they got tired. They got tired of being embarrassed and shamed, and things that were being said about his own party out of his mouth on TV. Yeah. I think it's just changing of the guard. We've always talked that and heard that and preached that. Even secular people, we all know that. They know that. People in general know that statement, changing of the guards. Well, changing of the guards. It really is. It is a lot of hidden stuff going on. That's right, Rick. Alicia, I'm sorry. I'll be saying Elin. Alicia, that's right. What you just said. Because if we're not, I'll put it like this. Because sometimes you can have a relationship with a person, but not always be in sync with them at times. So, and I'm going to tell it for me. I have a relationship with God, but sometimes I get a little out of sync. And I hear clearly because I may be having a distraction going on at home or in something. But as long as you got a relationship, he will never let you stay off or out of sync. Because sometimes we get in and out of sync. Not God with us, but us with God, depending on the situation and circumstance. We get out of sync. Yeah, excuse me. Because I have some work done. This is really irritating me. We get a little out of sync. But as long as you keep a relationship, it always puts you back in sync. So I know it's been times during this pandemic where I know I have a relationship with the Father. I love God, you know what I mean? Because he first loved me, from a little girl. But it's times I've been out of sync during this pandemic. But he always helps me get back in sync, Yeah. All I can say is, hold on. Because we haven't seen anything yet, pretty much. Okay, you guys, I'm about to get out of here, but before I go, I didn't get to all my topics. That's okay. I want to say I am so happy to be back with you guys. I love you guys greatly. I appreciate you guys, and I thank you so greatly, tremendously for supporting me these last 2 years with Pillow Talk Live. We've been through some changes, set changes, people changes, and hey, but we're still here. However, we got to come and bring it. We're still here. And like I said, soon things are going to change once again on God's inclination and say so when it's supposed to change. But it's going to different set. We're just going to have a whole different vibe, And I just thank God for who he is. He's great. He's been keeping us. But before I go, you guys, I kind of fell in love with TikTok because it's a place you can go and, have fun, do your videos, and you ain't got to talk to nobody. You got to put up a video and that's it. Well, I'm going to share with you guys one of my favorite TikToks for me that I made, okay? I'm going to share with you guys my favorite TikTok as I go out. I will see you guys. Remember, share this. I will see you next Tuesday, God's willing, at 7 p.m. right here on Pillow Talk Live. So we're going to go out with my favorite TikTok, and I will see you guys next week.
Look, last time that I checked, Christ still reigns. If I die for the gospel, I'ma still gain. Last time that I checked, I could call him direct. We are not a gang, but don't mess with my set. Last time that I checked, let me dissect. Christ cut the noose Satan had on my neck. Last time that I checked, told the devil get the check. I'ma need payback for everything he wrecked. Last time that I checked.